Yeah. What's up, family? All up in your grill, huh? It's not that late. It's like 1 o'clock, but I had fell asleep. As you see, I got my little PJs on. Fell asleep. Woke up. And the energy was kind of heavy, you know. From the last read, I think, you know. Because this person truly meant a lot to you. But you just have to face reality. Gotta face reality. There can never be any more us. You just gotta get these cards all facing the right way. I don't even know how they got like this. Alright. So justice. Gotta face reality. There can never be any more us. Maybe that's just the justice of things. You know, this person is just taking too long. Like bottom of the deck. Exactly. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups, which is reconciliation. But then block. You know, standing your ground. It's like I am tired of going on this roundabout cycle with you. You know, 2 of Pentacles, being confused, juggling all these feelings. I'm juggling feelings over here, but you just taking your time. You just taking your time and thinking that I'm just gonna be here. And I am so tired. Like I said from the last reading, you're seeing things from a more conscious space. And you're just kind of really awakening to the selfishness of this person. The entitlement of it all. So we got the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands that's coming out as, you know, a side message. It's like, you know what? I'm finna be in my single and thriving energy. I'm walking away from this. This is, you know, I don't have the energy. I'm walking away from this, and I'm just gonna find myself and just be grounded within myself. You know, with the 4 of Wands, you may be moving, have a new home. See a dragonfly on this card in a wreath. You know, you're just gonna be victorious and very abundant, moving forward within your own energy, guided by your ancestors and spirit guides, ascended masters, away from the lies and the deceit. 7 of Swords, bottom of the deck. It's like, bruh. Or sis, you can always switch to genders. You playing games and ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, so let's get some cards out here and see what should pop in. We got the 4 of Pentacles, exactly. Like you holding, like I ain't got nothing for you. This is all mine. My energy, my love, my mental space. It's all mine now. I'm not sharing it with you. Next card out, 2 of Wands. I am moving forward. I am not staying stagnant in this energy as I once did. And look, the next card out is the 6 of Wands, victory. The Ace of Swords just came out. So Spirit said that's the truth. The Death card, this is a major transformation. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. You know, this is an opportunity for you to really walk away this time and just be done. Let's get clarifiers for these cards, please. So the Star card just came out over the Four of Pentacles, which is, you know, that healing, the enlightenment, you being selfish with your love and with your energy, doing the things that you need to do to support yourself, you know, walking away from, you know, a lack mentality, the breadcrumbing of it all, and setting healthy boundaries. Like, you're really about to set healthy boundaries with this person and with this energy. It's more like the energy. I feel like it's not even about the person. You know, Spirit just needed you to recognize this energy just in case it comes back around through someone else, you know? So don't give this person all of this so much credit because it was really never about them. It was always about you. Learning to identify the energy in the many forms that it, you know, it can come in, you know. So we have the Hierophant clarifying the Two of Wands. It's like you are now like becoming that leader. The Hierophant is a leader. The Hierophant can represent society or major organizations, you know. So this energy could be an energy that a lot of people hold, more than you know. Maybe you've lived a sheltered life within yourself, and Spirit just wanted you to understand and to go through this. Put in the work to pull yourself out of it and be victorious, so that again, when it comes along, or if it comes back around, you know what signs to look for to stop it in its tracks. Or, you know, if you happen to fall again into the, you know, situation, you know how to manifest the strength to pull yourself back out of it, you know. And Spirit says that's the truth. You are victorious. You have clear sight here with the Ace of Swords, I'm sorry. You have clear sight. And so you're no longer playing the victim. You have truly healed. You know, you have healed the insecurity that you once had. And again, it's like, you know your worth. You know that you're worthy of the best and nothing is too good for you. So you're rising up as a star. You are a star within your own right. Another reason why you have to be selfish with your energy. You can't be exposed to a lot of different people and a lot of different people, because people have dark attachments. And those dark attachments love to, you know, be an energy vampire to those that are of the light, you know. And I watched this video not too long ago of this guy, and he was like, you know, when you go, after he finished doing some major spiritual work, it seems like when he goes out into, you know, the public, he'll sit down, and he was like, the people next to him would always get up and walk away, and or something like that. And he was like, well, I always like kind of wondered what it was. And you know, he tested things out again, and the same thing happened. And what he concluded was that his light was so bright, his energy was so strong, that darkness could not stand to be in the same vicinity, so his light just irritated certain people, and they would get up and they would leave, they would get up and they would walk away. That's so powerful. That is such a beautiful thing. And actually, I noticed that today too when I went to my nephew's tournament. It seemed like people would get up and walk away, but then that thought came to my head after so long. At first I was kind of wondering, I was like, well, why people getting up? But then I was like, you know what, that could possibly be it. But anyway, you putting up healthy is true. Spirit says you need to put up healthy boundaries. You need not to play the victim. Maybe that's the reason I said that story. You need not to play the victim, because it's not you. Maybe this is the same. Maybe that story applies to your person. Like, your light is so bright and they're still in their BS. They still need to go through their dark night of the soul. So they can't really stand to be around you for too long, because they know that you can see through them. Ace of Swords, clear sight. They know you can see through them. But this is, a situation that has been going on for a long time. This situation may have had you stagnant for a long time, but there's the major transformation is a new beginning here. There's definitely a new beginning here, and you are manifesting and putting in the work to achieve the life that you want. And you're worthy of the best, and nothing is too good for you. And this person is definitely not giving you the energy that you need. So it's like, it's time to move around. So let's get some clarification. On this Death card, Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what should pop in with that. A situation has been going on for a long time. Look, and this is time for a new beginning. The Queen of Swords just came out. Like, no emotions. You have no more emotions to give to this anymore. You got no more energy to give to the bullshit anymore. To give to the entitlement. To give to someone that is not ready to put in the work. The Eight of Wands, so quick movement. You're moving quickly. 10 of Wands, to release the burden, at this point. You're not about to carry the weight of their insecurity any longer. If they don't have the balls and the chutzpah to put in the work that is needed, the spiritual work. This is what the Strength card is about. Putting in the spiritual work. Working. It'll work if you work it. This person is not trying to work it. They're not doing the work fast enough anyway. So it's not taking as long as it did before, with the Knight of Pentacles here. It's not. Things are moving faster and things are getting a lot more intense. You have more passion for life, and you're not putting up with the bullshit. You're not putting up with the bullshit no more. So let's get clarity on the Page of Pentacles and the Magician card here. What is it? What are you manifesting from this opportunity, from this new beginning that you are stepping into in regards to your security and into in regards to you supporting yourself, giving yourself the support that you need? What's Ace of motherfucking Cups? That self-love, that self-replenishing love, tapping into that source. You know, you have the source. You have truly connected to the source within. So you're never lacking. You are never and will never lack. This new beginning has allowed you to manifest that type of self-love and confidence. Look at that. Temperance. And you already know just that's that balanced state of mind. And of course, if you watched any of my reads, for me the Temperance is the ancestor card. That's them whipping up the perfect potion in the background to help you achieve the desires of your heart, your goals, your wishes, your dreams. And so this type of self-love, this opportunity, this new beginning, and you expressing this self-love and not playing any games, not playing no games about it. This kind of fell down. I don't have it up correctly. Is it upside down? It is. But Spirit wants you to know it fell down to make itself known so you can know it is well with my soul. It is well with your soul, with our souls. I know I didn't put that thing up there right. It falls down periodically. And I've been bumping this thing, but look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Breaking generational curses. It is well with your soul. It is well with your soul. You are victorious. Look at that bottom of the deck, walking away. 8 of Cups. You can walk away now. You've seen what you needed to see. You've experienced what you needed to experience. You know, there's not enough action. There's not enough work being put in. You know, in regards to communication. And you're just not gonna try to read minds. That's energy vampire, actions. Trying to make a person read their mind. So with the 6 of Wands, victory clarified by the 8 of Pentacles doing the work, I just pulled out the 2 of Cups and then the Chariot. It's like you're moving forward, willpower, determination past beyond this, soulmate relationship. That's why it's going to take something like the Chariot for you to move past a soulmate situation. Chariot card is like, a major arcana. It's going to take major energy, but you have tapped into that. You got major energy around you because of the work that you've put in. Knight of Swords, saying what you mean, meaning what you say. This could also represent an argument. It's just strong words. Like, I don't want to call it dogma, but I feel like everybody should develop their own individual truth, their own individual tradition or religion, as long as it's based in love and integrity. So you have created that dogma for yourself. You've created life bylaws or whatever that for yourself, so that there's certain things that you're just not putting up with any longer. And this again is you saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And either the people gonna get in line or they gonna move around. You know, either they'll move around on their own or you'll move them. But like again, like I said, you are seeing clearly now. You're seeing clearly now. No longer playing the victim. You're realizing, Two of Swords, that you have been playing the victim. But you're realizing now that this love is an immature love as well. I mean, you've always known it, but you've, gave a lot of grace so that this person could, finally elevate, hoping that they would elevate. But, I just feel like they've ran out of time. You gave more than enough. You've given more than enough. And now your destiny is calling you. You spent more than enough time on this lesson. Let's take it back there. We're giving this person too much credit. You spent more than enough time on this lesson and learning this energy. At this point, you are very familiar with the energy, so you know what you need to do to move forward and moving forward in life, and how to spot the BS. No longer having the blinders on. No, you're using the wisdom from the guidance given to you by your spirit guides. And you're no longer just jumping out there foolishly. You have, experience and wisdom behind you to apply to situations, to invest in new situations, to invest when you take that leap of faith, into your new life. Into this there's inspired action for you to take. There's a new adventure for you that's going to lead to a 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. There's a new adventure for calling and waiting for you. And you've been kind of stagnant and stuck in this energy, kind of, committed and married to this energy, perhaps, because, again, you guys possibly, this has been a lesson that you've needed to learn for lifetimes. Again, generational curse. But Spirit has brought about the balance, what you needed to balance that out. And that is self-love and knowing your worth. And not allowing yourself to be stagnant because of someone else and carrying their burdens. So the Tower card came out over the Hierophant. Spirit has cut this contract, finally cut the contract for you, helped you to cut the contract. And again, you're making mind over heart decisions at this point. Logical decisions. Because we have the King of Swords here. Your vision is very clear. You're very intelligent. The King of Swords is like the Ice King. The King of Swords have to make those executive decisions in the time of winter because there's not as many resources. In the time of winter, a lot of the vegetation and things like that dies because of the cold. But the King of Swords know how to, keep his kingdom thriving in order to survive the winter. Some things will die. Some things will fall off. Another reason why he has to kind of be cold, because he can't get too attached to certain things, because when it comes to this circle of life, everything is not promised. Life is not human life is not here forever. Our souls are, but the physicality of it isn't promised. So he had to build up enough, this tough skin, because things aren't always going to be here. And then learn how to be able to, he had to build that so that he can keep moving forward and keep being that leader. And I feel like that is the lesson that you've learned as well. So we got the Three of Pentacles coming out over the King of Swords. It's like you're building in this new energy, because this is coming out over the Death card. You're building in this new energy. Like you said, this is a rebirth, an ending and a new beginning. And so you're building, the support you need, getting yourself on one accord, mind, body, and spirit, emotionally balanced, taking care of yourself physically, doing your yoga and spiritual practices that you've developed to strengthen you on this journey. I've been shuffling, and there goes the Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck, because things are about to unfold for you. Wow. In a really beautiful way that's really going to kind of have you stunned and kind of frozen and just surprised. I wouldn't want to say fear, but just shock that, that old cycle of, perhaps poverty and such is over with the World card. And this beautiful abundance with the Empress here is coming in. Abundance. Beautiful abundance and beautiful grounded energy. This abundance that helps you to overcome anxiety. This abundance that comes, that gives you that extra confidence, that strength, the will to fight, to protect your kingdom, to protect your peace, to protect your heart, your precious heart. Your pure heart. So you're just receiving so much abundance because of the love that you've given in the past. And you're grounded within yourself, within your spiritual practices with the High Priest card here. You're balanced, and your ancestors are so happy. They're just so proud of you with the Three of Cups here. For me, the Three of Cups is it's like your ancestors in the spirit realm celebrating because you got it. And I don't know if you saw, but the next card was the Ten of Cups, just that happiness, utter happiness and bliss that has come because of you deciding it's time for you to exercise healthy selfishness, healing all of the heartbreak, seeing the purpose behind it, walking away from that victim mentality again of being so sad about and regretting and going back over in your mind about all the people who hurt you. So the fuck what at this point? You had to learn the energy so that you can know when to walk away. So that you can know when to walk away and to just go back into go into recovery mode, to get back focused. you know, staying ready though. You know what I'm saying? He's resting and recovering, but he got the hand right there ready to grab that sword at any moment. Because Three of Swords, remember, that's kind of like heartbreak. It's here at the heart. He's recovering from heartbreak in a way. But this is also about reflection and retrospection, you know, figuring out, okay, where did I go wrong that this energy could even get this close to me? Learning what he needs to learn. And then having that sword of truth, that one sword, that ace of swords, you know, which is victory. It's clarity. It's clear vision. So again, he's doing the recovery that he needs to overcome the Seven of Cups, the confusion, which is putting him in his Emperor energy. Him, her, you, and your Emperor energy. And allowing you to, again, just look forward to these new adventures. Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in, so you're just actively planning because you know you're ready. Actively planning in full confidence with the Queen of Wands. Full confidence and full groundedness in your ability to, you know, start new businesses and, you know, do what you need to do to really get grounded in wherever, you know, destiny seems to land you. No more Seven of Swords lying to yourself or walking in fear and allowing fear to hold you back. Allowing, you know, toxicity and, you know, other people's fears and projections that they may put on you to make you not want to take the leap of faith and walk away. You know, even, you know, maybe the fear in regards to this person. Like you said, you really love this person. You've been going. It's familiar to be in that cycle of runner chaser or whatever, and it's familiar to allow outside things to distract you, to keep you from your destiny. It's familiar to run from your destiny. It's scary to face it. You know, but we got to understand that the things that we go through in our life are lessons that we need to learn in order for us to go to chase our destiny. You know, but overcoming that competition, it's like, it's not a competition. It's all about you learning what you need to learn so that you can step in your power fully. And that shows you, teaches you as well, that you're not in competition with anyone. There's no need for you to get into, you know, any kind of drama with anyone. Just simply remove yourself from it. You know, and just keep walking in love. Keep walking in love and grace, because that is what's going to help you to move on to calmer waters. Six of Swords. Walk in love. Love yourself enough, you know what I'm saying, to not engage in competition with other people. You know, that's what the discernment and these lessons are teaching you, how to love yourself enough to walk away from things that's not going to serve you. Competition with other people doesn't serve you. You know what I'm saying? Chasing after this person and trying to get them to see your worth doesn't serve you. That was meant to teach you to love yourself and to stop sacrificing yourself for people who aren't willing to do the work. It's about knowing when to walk away, knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. It's okay. I mean, you have a loving heart and you want to help, but there's only so much you can invest, so much time you can invest in a person before you realize it. Maybe they're doing this on purpose just to keep me back from my destiny. You got to move forward. You know, And usually that is into the dark night of the soul, so that you can find your way back to the light again. Look at that. Dark night of the soul was the Hermit card. And then after the Hermit card is the Sun. Back to the light again. You're always going to make make your way back to the light. Out of depression. And back to walking in love again. Back to taking the inspired actions. Learning the lessons so you can help others to free themselves from that same mental prison. Learning how to just be in the present. Find the joy, happiness, and bliss in life, and how to create their own happiness. Showing them that they can create their own happiness. 6 of Pentacles. No matter what illusions may be before them, what lies, no matter what disenchantment the world may try to put on them, you can find your happiness. And you can always find the magic and the love in life. Last card is the Lover's card. And you do that by getting in tune with your higher self, with Source. When you connect with the Most High, with the Great Spirit, you become unlimited resourcefulness. Hence, you have the focus and the resolve to make your dreams a reality, to make your desires a reality. Let's get some of these oracle cards. I forget what they call. So I just saw worry, the worry card. This is helping you to release the worry and to truly surrender and have faith. Balance. To, accept worry for what it is, but also to be in balance, to be able to integrate the wisdom that you've gained with patience. And, this patience card says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So that helps you to release the worry. Just surrendering to divine timing. Surrendering to the divine. Like, these things happen for a reason. There's no need for me to worry. What I need to do is focus on the unlimited resourcefulness within me to be able to change the situation into what I need it to be. Wheel of Fortune, it is your purpose. Part of your purpose for coming here on earth. Part of your justice, that reconciling with self. Reconciling with your inner strength. Truly standing up for yourself. And knowing that you're worthy of the best and that nothing is too good for you. Look, the Surrender card just came out. I can release my need to control. Situations come that may bring worry, but you don't have to control it. You can just tap into your inner resourcefulness to find ways around it. If need be, or tap into your inner resourcefulness and of faith. And, allow Spirit to just guide you through it. Self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. That's that inner resourcefulness that you have. That's helping you to overcome any indecisions. It's helping you to overcome the insecurity, like I said, building up that self-esteem, surrendering the bullshit, surrendering the lack mentality, surrendering the thought that you don't have enough or you're not enough, perseverance, surrendering that thought, that worry, and keeping your eyes on the prize. The perseverance card says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And the judgment card just came out over self-esteem. It's like you're deciding. You said, forget, I don't care. There's major change happening. New beginnings. You're no longer in this heavy burden energy. And you're realizing that that heavy burden energy was other people's shit. You know, you're an empath. It was other people's mess. You know. So you're no longer carrying other people's burdens and karma. We have the pride card here. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So just as, you know, you see yourself in everyone, so just as you were able to pull yourself out of that, to surrender low self-esteem and to believe in yourself, you know that other people have that same power, that same ability to love themselves. The love card just came out over the pride card. Other people have the ability as well to commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You know, they all have the ability, and the opportunities always arise at some point and come back around, because it's a cycle. You're going to stay on that cycle until you learn the lesson. Some people just willfully ignore it. But the trust card here, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Discipline. You need to have discipline to follow your intuition. You know. The indecision card says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Because your intuition will guide you. Your intuition is how, you know, spirit communicates with you. But you have to develop that trust in it. You know, you have to accept that your inner voice will always guide you correctly. You need to trust that and have faith in that. Surrender to that and persevere in strengthening that muscle. And it takes discipline. Excuse me. It takes discipline. This discipline is coming out over judgment and self-esteem. The judgment card says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I understand everybody have their own unique path and challenges. Just like you have your own unique path and challenges. So no one can really tell you how to live your life. You have to trust and accept that your inner voice will always guide you. Your inner voice, not someone else's. Your inner voice. And that's what has helped you to release the burdens that you've been carrying. To be able to release, you know, karmic relationships of people who try to keep you stagnant by, you know, hurting themselves. You know, you got some people that will hurt themselves in order to keep you trapped, to keep you around. But all you can do is try to prepare them as best as you can. Try to help them as best as you can. But you can't stick around forever. The world needs you. And there's things that you gotta do. You're not meant to be under this person's thumb forever. So the first card out is water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. You know. So right now, as you're surrendering control, as you're persevering and learning to trust your inner voice, this is how you nourish your body. This is how you care for yourself. This is how you build that self-esteem. You know. This is how you no longer play the victim. It's by nourishing yourself. You're not a victim. You are unlimited resourcefulness. Side message, baby steps. We're taking baby steps here. Don't be too hard on yourself. It says action and follow your intuition before it makes sense. Take the action, baby steps, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Again, we have to surrender, persevere, and learn to trust that inner voice. Water your garden, take care of yourself, nourish yourself. Be tender with yourself. Make sure you're getting the rest that you need. Look, we have karmic relationships. Again, they come around so that you can learn to integration, that you can learn polarity so that your soul can grow. You know, they bring that conflict so that you can learn. But, you know, this is coming out with the death card. I feel like you've learned that, you know what I'm saying? And this is coming out over the self-esteem, judgment, and discipline. This is what those karmic relationships taught you. To love yourself, self-esteem, judgment on how, knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. Before you didn't know when to fold them, you just kept holding and holding and holding. But death card here, major change, bottom of the deck, is change as well. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You can't be stagnant and holding. Sometimes you gotta fold them, and that's movement. Holding just requires you to stay still, but folding them requires movement. Sometimes these things just gotta change. You know, bottom of the deck here, because you're being called. Soul gifts and training. It's time for you to step up to your plate. It's time for you to step out into the world. If you see this person, she's going down a hallway and about to step out into the universe. It's time for you to do the same. It says you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. And that's probably what has been holding you back, because this is coming out over indecision, pride, and love. You know, that may have been your fear. You know, maybe someone, that person said, well, you're not going to be able to, or they said you're not going to be able to find nobody like me, or maybe you thought in your head you won't be able to find anyone else that you can love in that type of way, or, you know, you feel like no one is going to accept you the way that the people that's in your comfort level, you know, where you were comfortable, even though they didn't treat you right and, you know, didn't appreciate you. It was comfortable because it's what you knew. But even then, you wasn't getting the love that you deserve. So isn't that enough training for you to step out, and a stranger not loving you or treating you right should be nothing, because you spent a long time in a situation where you weren't appreciated. All right, so I'm seeing the seeds of Minnetonka here. It says seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Like you never really sat down to take in the fact that you're not appreciated where you are by the people that you care the most about and love. So, what is there to lose when stepping out into the world? You got nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So just realize that you're not going to be for everyone, but you will find. You're not going to be able to find who's for you by staying stagnant where you are. It's time for you to step out. Where's the card? It's time for you to take those baby steps. Take the action. Follow your intuition before it even makes sense. The other card I was looking for, I must have put it in, shuffled it up. But again, embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. And just live. Allow the world to see the beauty that is you, whether they accept it or not. Whether they accept it or not. Your destiny is calling. And you got shit to do and people to help. People need to see you. People need to hear your testimony. Again, not everybody's gonna, understand or like you or whatever. But again, like the story I was telling you, when you vibing high, certain energies can't be around it, so they're gonna walk away. Don't take it personal. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, if that's what we want to call it, your weirdness. Embrace it. That's a blessing that bullshit can't stay around you. That bullshit doesn't knock at your door, because your aura is so strong that bullshit can exist in your sphere of existence. That's a beautiful motherfucking thing. You hear me? Beautiful. And even if there might be some energies that are strong enough to kind of stay around and try to be conniving, you've learned the energy. You've learned the energy. So you got clear vision, Ace of Swords. And you can be victorious in discerning what needs to stay and what needs to leave. You got experience in trusting your inner voice and knowing that it'll guide you, that discernment, the wisdom that you've gained from those relationships, from being around that energy for so long. You can recognize it more quickly. And before, you might probably recognize it, but you didn't have the strength to walk away. You have the strength to value yourself and to walk away. You have the strength to water your garden and to leave places that are, barren. To leave places that is lacking the water. You got to go find the water, just like animals in the wild. Or else you're just going to shrivel up and die. You got to go where the nourishment is. You got to go find it. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner voice. Take the baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Because your inner voice will always guide you correctly. Surrender your need to control. You're not going to always know the steps that you need to take. It's not always going to make sense, but sometimes you got to take action before it even makes sense. All right, family. I think that's where I'm going to conclude the message. Let's see. Let's ask. All right, Spirit, is there anything else we need in regards in this message? Is there anything else we need to cover? Any other decks that we may need to pull from? It looks like a no to me. So can we go ahead and close out and end this message? Are we done? Or are we finished? It looks like a yes to me. So Yeah. All right, family. I love you all. And until next time, peace.